How's it going, guys? My name is Parker Shepard from P-Shep Media, and this is West Virginia Insider, where we sit down with West Virginia business owners and get an inside look into their business. Today, we are with Brandy Bland from Britton & Brooks. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Brandy Bland. I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. I currently own two businesses, actually. So Britton & Brooks Boutique, I am the founder and now co-owner, and then I'm also the co-founder of B&Company Salon and Spa, both here in Fairmont, West Virginia.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about, well, we'll talk about Britton & Brooks first.
Okay.
So you want to tell us a little bit about it and like
Sounds
what it
good.
is?
Britton & Brooks is a clothing boutique. It started online only, took off, and even in a small little town that we live in, people wanted to shop in store also. So thankful to social media and I guess word of mouth, we now have an online store and a boutique. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how about the salon now?
So the salon started, it's actually pretty crazy. I did it pretty quick. On the 1 year anniversary of opening the salon, I opened the boutique. So they've both been open the salon's been open for 5 years now. The boutique's been open for 4. And the salon is just full service salon and spa. We have this awesome fam there that just we have a good freaking time.
Yeah.
And hairs are definitely a specialty. We do hair, nails, skin, all kinds of stuff. We do microblading, we do lashes, literally the works there. We make you just feel awesome, but at the same time, you're having a good time hanging out. I swear. So many of our customers will be like, you guys could suck at doing what you do, but we would still come back just for the experience.
Yeah.
So that is definitely great. And we're just started construction. It's still kind of a secret. I didn't announce it yet. But we just started construction to move them in the same building. I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
So now they're going to be in the same building, and literally we're going to be over here shopping while your hair is processing. It'll be great.
You're
never going to get away from us, and you're going to spend all your money with me. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
So what was it like getting, we'll start with Britton & Brooks. What was it like getting it started up?
Do you know that Post Malone song? I think it's Wolves.
Yeah.
Where he says, I feel safer taking risks.
Yeah.
I feel like that's me.
Okay.
And I feel like if you're going to be a business owner, that should be you.
I mean, yeah.
It really should, because if you open a business, it's a risk. Because I think, what do they say? Like 70 or 80% of them fail. If you start like 100 businesses, only 3 of them might work out.
Yeah, it's something super high.
Yeah,
it's like
insane.
Yeah.
But you got to commit to it. So I feel like with the boutique, the main thing was just like the decision. It was before everyone and their brother opened a boutique, because that's what happens now.
That's true.
Literally everyone and their brother has an online boutique, and I wish you all the best, but 80% of them aren't going to happen.
Yeah.
And they fail. And I see it happening, and I can pretty much see from the beginning. But really it was making the decision and then a ton of freaking research.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a full force commit kind of person, and I just did a ton of research because I knew nothing. I mean, I loved clothes. I love styling clothes. I grew up with entrepreneurial parents, luckily. But other than that, I didn't know anything about business, I guess.
Yeah.
So a ton of research. I recommend if you're going to open a business, a ton of research is the very first thing. I probably spent, I don't know, at least 3 to 6 months just researching and like getting answers to all my questions before even doing anything. And so many people, like right off the bat, they're like, how do you open a boutique? Girl, Google. Just freaking start Googling. Stop asking me questions. I'm sorry, but literally like wrong way to start. If you're already asking for help, no. You're gonna fail.
There's that reminds me. There's one of my favorite quotes from Elon Musk. Is he
love him. So.
He says like the strangest stuff on Twitter. But
he's just a strange person.
He's a strange person.
But if you can see through that, he's got some good stuff, obviously.
But he talks about it, and he says he's talking about college, and he's like I think college is stupid.
It is.
He's like you can learn anything you want for free now on Google. He says, I think universities are just for fun and to show that you can do chores.
Oh, that's good.
And it's just like, I mean,
pretty much to show that you can work a desk job.
Yeah. I mean, that's
for hourly.
And show that you can basically check things off a checklist, a to-do list. That's pretty much all.
That is good.
Yeah.
Man, I do like him. He says a lot of stuff about college that I 1000% agree with. I spoke on like a panel for, sorry, I have hair in my face.
You're good.
I spoke on a panel for something, I can't remember now, but it was something about young,
Mhm.
I don't know, business owners or something. And there was a ton of young people in the crowd, and they were doing like the opening interview, and they were like, what's your background, blah, 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 like, where'd you go to school? And I was like, oh, I dropped out of college. And they were like, what? Do you want us to not say that? And I'm like, no, I want you to say that.
Yeah.
I went to school, pre-med, I was going to be a psychiatrist, switched to business my junior year. Business was a joke in college. I mean, just the program was a joke, sorry. But it was a joke program.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I was technically a freshman in the business program, even though I was a junior in school. And I was in the senior classes leading my group projects.
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb. That's a waste
Yeah.
of money. So I dropped out after that semester, and I now make more money than probably anyone I went to college with.
Yeah. I mean,
so I don't believe in college.
yeah. I mean, I'm kind of the same boat. I can't say a lot because I'm technically still in college.
Sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's like I talk with my friends, people all the time. It's like I'm on scholarship, so it's free.
Okay.
So I'm just like, okay,
Time, though.
it's time, exactly.
Yeah, time.
So it's like,
Which is really the true currency in life.
it really is. So it's just like that's like where I've been at is okay. If I was taking on student debt, I would have dropped out by now.
Yeah.
It's like
I was paying out of pocket, so.
exactly. So it's like since I'm in college for free, I might as well finish it. But it's also like you're just doing it to say you have a degree. It's
Yeah.
not like
Yes.
that degree. I'm getting a marketing degree, which I'm just running my own business as I am now. So it's like I don't even need a degree to do what I'm doing. And even a lot of people in media in general, a lot of jobs don't even require degrees
Yep.
for it anymore.
Nope.
It's like in media, it's like as long as you just show that you can do the work, you've got the job.
Yeah. Literally build your portfolio.
Exactly. And
Nobody cares.
a lot of college classes don't even set you up to build your portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are just like, oh, they're classes that aren't even really a whole lot related to that field.
Yeah.
And
It's like learning some like terminology and memorize this
Yeah.
terminology, and you'll pass the class and graduate college.
exactly. And it's like you can graduate from media college
Mhm.
with like 100% in every class and then not be able to go get a job because
Yeah.
you don't have a portfolio to back it up.
Mhm.
And it's like, yeah, you could have somebody that almost failed out of college, graduated, or even did fail out of college, and still go and get that job
Yes.
because they have the portfolio to show
Mhm.
for it. So I think I don't agree with how colleges are set up right now,
Yeah.
but
It'd be nice to see it change to
Yeah.
more like, I don't even know how to describe what it would be, but just something to actually make you succeed in the
Exactly.
real world, but it never will.
also like my thing is social media.
Yeah.
We are just now getting like courses built into marketing stuff that talk about social media, and it's like
There was none when I was in school.
Exactly.
No one
and it's
talked
like
about
look
social
at
media
how
when I was in
important social
college.
media is.
Yeah.
And it's not. I mean, we're just now getting courses that talk in depth on like Instagram and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
stuff evolves so fast.
It
Colleges
does. I don't
can't
even
keep
think
up
it
with
would it would be pointless.
Like, how long is it going to be until we have TikTok? And
A class.
it sounds ridiculous, but it's also like it's true. Like TikTok is big for businesses
Yeah.
now. I mean, you guys had a TikTok for a while.
Yes.
We'll get into
we
that later.
still do, but man,
I mean, yeah, but so it's like how long will that be until that's in the curriculum
Yes.
as well? So
probably about the same amount of time that TikTok lasts.
that's true.
So,
it's like, yeah,
it'll be
so
outdated by the time
once
it
it's
makes it
outdated,
there.
that's when they get in because we're just now getting Snapchat in. But Snapchat, I mean,
Snapchat's done.
it's
I
done.
haven't had Snapchat in years. It's a waste.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't.
total waste.
I go back and forth. I use it for just talking to some people,
Mhm.
but it's like I no longer look at it as like a social media platform.
Nope. I don't look at it as a marketing platform
Exactly.
whatsoever. It's too temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing lives there long enough. I think if you have maybe like an influencer would be the only people who could honestly even benefit from it. But again, nothing lasts there.
Yeah, and it's like
so it'd
I've
be
seen,
just something to like keep in contact. But
Yeah.
once the story's there.
yeah, I've seen a lot of people, actually a lot of influencers try to use Snapchat,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just like I feel like it's just dead at this point.
It is. I feel bad for them. I do.
Yeah.
But dude, you're done.
Oh
You're
yeah.
just done.
Um,
They have to, what is it, concede? 60? I don't know. I think it's concede.
I don't know.
There's a word for it. They just need to like go away. I'm sorry. Try something else.
Yeah.
Put all of your money. Maybe build a new app.
I mean,
Be something new.
what was the app that
Clubhouse
just
is
tried?
coming now. Have you
Yeah,
heard
I
of
saw
Clubhouse?
that.
Clubhouse is like. Do you remember? Okay, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, when I was in college, Pinterest just launched.
Okay.
I think it was my freshman year of college. I mean, I'm only 26.
Yeah.
But I graduated high school in 2011. So it was like 2012, Pinterest launched, and it was invite only.
Really? I didn't know that.
Invite only, because the platform couldn't, it didn't have enough like posting company or something like that. It just couldn't hold the bandwidth. And it was so insane. And like, I actually got an invite because like, it was kind of like Clubhouse is now. Like if you got invited, you have like so many invites that you can invite other people, which I think you only got like 2. Same with like Clubhouse, I think it is. And I think one of my friends got an invite and she invited me, and Pinterest changed the women's world forever. Like, are you kidding me? I cannot imagine my life without Pinterest. Like I honestly can't. Like home decorating, fashion, like Pinterest was the thing, but it was like that. It was literally like, they launched, it was beta, and you had to be invite only.
I did not know that.
And now Clubhouse is like that.
Yeah, I saw Clubhouse taken off. What was the app that just got taken off because of the raid on the Capitol? Was it Parler? Something like that?
I don't know.
I've been hearing about it because apparently like
the
Capitol was like, that was like organized on Parler or something like that.
There's a couple of those apps that are just like, they were politically driven there for a bit so people could like freely politically talk without it being censored. Like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. So it might have been that, because I feel like I did hear some people talk about that.
Something like that.
Which is honestly crazy because
like,
I'm sorry, bye app, because the government said you can't be here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So not to get on a tangent.
let's talk about what was like starting the salon. Kind of like the same story, just kind of like just jumping into it.
So the salon was a little bit easier. Like I said, my parents had the entrepreneurial background there. My mom opened her first salon at 18. Okay. She did kind of what I did. So I graduated high school early, and she went straight into where I went straight into college. She went straight to cosmetology school. She owned the cosmetology school when I was in high school. So I did night classes, already had my massage therapy license, my cosmetology license, my aesthetics. I had all of it. I mean, it was just free education. My parents were like, you're taking it. So, at the time, all 3 of my sisters had all done that when we were in school. Brooklyn did it after school. And I was living in Texas at the time. Brooklyn graduated from cosmetology school, apparently loved it, instead of us who just were kind of doing it because it was free education in something hands-on. Rather than college. But she wanted to open a salon. She's like, why don't you move back here? We'll all open a salon together. It'll be great, whatever. And so I was like, let's take a risk. I moved back to West Virginia. I think I moved back in, I don't know, like March. We opened in August. And again, it was just like, luckily my parents had all the research behind it, from my mom owning a salon and in the past, and then owning a cosmetology school. So once you get all the like legislative stuff out of the way and like the safety laws and health codes and stuff like that, it was really just doing it. And social media was big at the time. Word of mouth was big. I mean, luckily I was already doing like travel makeup at the time, just when I was traveling. So I had a little bit of a social media following. Social media was still really small at the time, but it was booming because there was not a ton of people on it. So most people who start out in cosmetology, you start out and you don't have a book. Like, you don't have a ton of clientele. You're going to sit a lot. Luckily at the time I was into social media. I had been like posting about my travel, stuff like that. I just started building the shit out of it. Do we cuss on here?
You're fine.
I just like, you got to build up. Everything is build up, man. So I just started building the heck out of it, like showing sneak peeks, stuff like that. We opened, and I think every single girl in my salon had a full book at the time.
Really?
And then we've just grown since that because people want to see. I mean, it was like at the time, and still now, social media is huge. People want to be like your best friend. Like, they want to like see in your life. So it was just pretty much that with the salon. I have like slowed down with it because I had the boutique, and I'm like so much more active on that social media. And now I'm like training the girls in the salon to work the social media themselves. So I'm like, you want to build your own clientele? Like, the new girls, you get on social media. So like, they all have the login. We do classes on it. And we're like, this is what you're allowed to post. This is what we look like. This is what the picture. So social media, again, huge for that also.
Well, that was the next thing I want to get into.
Sorry.
Social media. I mean, it's perfect.
I mean, it's big for everything. If you have a business, you need social media. I mean, it's literally, I don't care if you sell ice cream in a shack. Beside like a construction, I don't care what you do, you need social media.
So do you think that's what really helped your business succeed the most, is just social media?
2 things I think helped my business. Social media, well, okay, first, I think it was my personality. I am like very outgoing.
Yeah.
I'm also very relatable. I feel like I could talk to anyone. I love talking to people. Personality is huge in business. If you cannot talk to people and relate to them and get along with them and remember them and have a good time, no one's going to remember you. No one's going to want to watch you.
Yeah.
But then social media took that to a level where you could share it in 2 seconds to 2 million people if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So I think they went hand in hand. And that's something I kind of see with these, boutiques themselves and even new businesses, is they might try and do social media. They might try and do an online boutique, but they don't have the personality that will ever survive. It's the same with cosmetology. I told you earlier, so many people come in our salon and they're like, I don't care what kind of work you guys would do. The experience in here, we're having a good time. We're hanging out. You guys' personalities are like worth paying $200 an hour just to hang out with.
Yeah.
So...
And then it's like if you portray that on social media well.
Yes, exactly. And then people are like, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
I'll see people out and they'll be like, what was it? We were in Vegas. Now, keep in mind, boutique is in West Virginia. We were in Las Vegas at this cool-ass restaurant. And it was hilarious because I ate a piece of broccolini. It was like covered in like some kind of oily like sauce of some kind. It like smacked me in the face. I don't know what happened. So I have broccolini sauce all in my face and my hair. We're all dressed up. And I get up to go to the bathroom because it's like in my contact and everything. One of my friends is with me and she's like trying to help me get to the bathroom. Someone walks by, 2 girls, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're Brandy Bland from Britton and Brooks.
No way.
And I was like, what? But for real. And she's like, can I hug you? And I was like, yeah, sure. So like social media can reach anyone, anywhere. And build a relationship like you're beside each other.
Yeah.
So I think it's huge.
So if a business were to just now want to get into promoting on social media, which platform do you think they should start on or go
all
to
of
first?
Them? I'm just kidding. Yeah. But really all of them, and it's hard. But I think it depends on what your business is first, your target market, what you're selling or what you're doing is huge for me and what I do and our target market age. Never. Instagram is huge. Instagram is literally our place. Second down would be either like Facebook, Pinterest, or LinkedIn, I think.
Okay.
I don't like I love Pinterest. I didn't say that. I don't like LinkedIn and I don't like Facebook, but I have to set my personal stuff aside.
Yeah.
LinkedIn's huge right now.
It is huge. I was just about to ask you that. Have you guys
Yeah.
done much on LinkedIn?
No, we haven't. We're like, I like went back and forth for too long on it, but now we just, I don't know, I don't understand it.
It's very confusing, especially coming from a business perspective.
Yes,
because
they're not driven towards business accounts yet.
No,
which is hard,
so
and that's what confuses me.
My business, P-Shop Media, technically has one on there. And I've gone back and forth, and I've talked with other creative people who have businesses all around the country about it, and it's kind of like it's just so new.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out like
it's not new
how
though.
you want. It's not new.
Is that crazy? It's been around for about the same amount of time as Facebook.
Yeah,
it's not new.
Because I know people that have had LinkedIn accounts before they've had any of their social media accounts.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's such a
they've been sitting there in infancy for like
they
so
really
long.
have.
Yeah.
It's just so different compared to other social media platforms. It's just like, okay, what do I share on here? What do I not share on here?
Weird.
Because it feels more professional.
Yes.
And so it's like it doesn't feel like you can be as casual on that app compared to other social medias. Yeah. So then it's just like for me, I feel like it's been okay. Where's the line between okay, it's too casual and then like I don't know. It's just
I will 1000% agree with that because like Instagram, even like Snapchat, stuff like that, they want it live. They want it right then. They don't care what it looks like so much. Like depending on what your brand is and what you sell, they just want to feel like they're there. Mm-hmm. They don't want to have super high edited everything. They just literally like snap it and go. Where I feel like LinkedIn, kind of like even Pinterest, you want a little bit more like editorial stuff. Yeah. Professional. Like for us with what we do. That's why I kind of went back and forth because we're not a very like professional brand. I mean, this isn't stuff that like most people, depending on what you do, could wear this to work. Yeah. We do have tons of people that do, and I just have to more like style them myself and help you find stuff. So on there, for what I do specifically, I just feel like we can only post stuff that maybe if you have like an actual office job or like professional where you have to like wear business casual stuff. If it's a business casual outfit, I feel like I can share it on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Where the other thing, I mean, I literally can put anything. I mean, I can put bathing
like
suits on Instagram.
Loungewear,
Loungewear. I can put anything.
Instagram stories and like everything like that.
So I think it just depends on, with LinkedIn, I think it depends on what you do and how you use it.
Yeah.
Or what you do for how you use it. But we should all be using it.
I think business to business especially is great for LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be on there.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you need
why
to be going crazy on
that's
LinkedIn.
Why I
me not
LinkedIn
so much,
more.
but you need to be on there.
That's why I push LinkedIn more. But also what I found is a lot of businesses in West Virginia just aren't on LinkedIn.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
not even
a lot of the connections. No, a lot of the connections I'm getting are with people from other states.
Yeah.
It's not a lot around here. But
which is fine.
It's gonna grow. I mean, it'll get to that point at some point, but that's just West Virginia.
Yeah.
What do you think about Instagram Reels?
I love the heck out of them.
I like it too.
I love them more than TikTok.
I do too.
I will say that it's glitchy. It's still glitchy because it's so new. So I'm sure you've seen it with yours. So like you're on Instagram now. I don't know how many accounts you run, but I run like 5 accounts.
Yeah.
And when Instagram updates, it only updates so many of the accounts. So I think 2 of my accounts have updated. The rest of them still have not. It doesn't even give me a music feature.
Yes.
So I have to specifically like buy the music, edit on a separate app, and then import it in. It's just so annoying.
Yeah.
I don't even have like all the nice fonts on most of them. I think I have the nice fonts on 2 accounts. Like it's so ridiculous.
That's a lot. Actually, a lot of my clients don't have the music feature available on the accounts because I'll go and try to post Instagram Reels and it's just like, it's no music.
Literally. Even like on the GIFs, like when you like, not the GIFs, but like when you go to that sticky note thing at the top, like I can't even do music on there. Yeah. But I can on like my other pages. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But. I think it's great specifically because what I've noticed is when I post in Instagram Reels, I reach a whole new audience that don't follow me. Pretty much, unless I'm posting it to my feed as well. If I just post it straight to Instagram Reels, like 90% of the likes that come in on it are people that don't follow me yet.
Why don't you do it to both all the time? Do you do it to both all the time?
No, I hardly ever. Actually, I think last night.
Do you think it messes with your feed or something?
It messes with my feed.
Oh,
last night I posted
Listen, just do the little what do they call it? There's a word for it. Like a cover photo. Have a nice cover photo and get over it.
I want the cover photo to relate to my because like my personal account, I'm very picky about how my feed looks.
I get it.
So like most of my pictures that I'll post, like a lot of my reels are just like random stuff. I'm like I probably wouldn't post on my main feed. So last night was the first time I've actually posted on 2 reels and my main.
I feel like I need to see what it is.
it was like a waterfall shot.
Okay. I think I watched it actually. Yeah. It was good. See, I saw it.
But the other ones, it's like some of them are just like tips for photography and stuff like that. That I'm just like, there's not a good cover photo to include.
You need to go into the video. I have to do that. I have to go into these videos thinking about what my cover photo will be. Yeah. Like I feel like anything we do with those little videos, you have to do so much behind the scene things you have to be thinking about. Like I have to go in thinking exactly what behind the scenes shots I want to get, exactly what actual cover photo I want to get, exactly what like I have to have a plan. Yeah. I mean, I think people see these reels and they're like fun and like all this stuff, but like you have to have a plan. I literally like prep for an Instagram reel. It's draining.
I got because I started getting into TikTok in January, and I
feel like that's about when the rest of the world
did too. Like
there was nothing else.
There was nothing. No, I mean, like when COVID hit, it was like
TikTok took off.
It took off when COVID hit because nobody had anything to do.
Nope. And it was fun. It was like a pastime thing. Yes,
so I just pushed really hard on TikTok, and then I started getting more and more followers, and I started getting brands reaching out to do brand deals and stuff. So then I actually brought on an assistant just to help me film behind the scenes stuff for TikToks.
That is good. I have a social media assistant, and she literally follows me around at events. Like she just has to travel with me and everything. Yeah. She's getting behind the scenes pictures. Like that's literally what she does. And then she also, so I don't physically who has the time for that? I don't physically post to all of the platforms. Like we have
Mhm.
I have planned what's going to post, and then I just give them to her, and then she shares them to all the platforms. So that's what she does. That's literally, that's a job.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me around.
It's a job for, big companies have huge social media teams. It's crazy.
And we're not even that big of a company.
No.
You're not even that big of a, we're like small businesses,
and a lot of my
and
clients,
we have
a lot
that
of my
job.
clients are just small businesses, and I do all their social media stuff for them. So it's like, it's a very real job.
100%. It's fun too.
It is fun.
I love social media.
But yeah, I'm just so picky about what goes in my feed. So I just won't post. I'm like, because I want to share that stuff, but then it's also like, I just don't. I want to be able to share. I feel like I can share more content on Reels and not care about like what I'm posting.
Yeah.
Whereas my main Instagram account, that's the first thing people see when they click on my account. So I'm just like,
I think it's fine.
I'm picky about
I get it.
But I don't know.
But I think they should be on. I totally get where you're coming from, though.
But it's so random, like what will hit and what won't. And same thing with TikTok, because you guys got big on TikTok as well.
Yeah, not
for a
huge.
while.
It was, but it did.
You guys posted a lot though.
We did post a lot. I feel like, and we didn't even get that big on TikTok. We got a lot of views, and it translated to our Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care. It did good still.
Yeah.
I don't care how many followers we have on Instagram. It's crazy. But our Reels, I don't know what it is. I could post the same video on TikTok that I make off of TikTok. So I don't make it on Instagram Reels. I don't make it on TikTok because they know that shit. That stuff's coded in there. They know where you make it.
Yeah.
Don't make it anywhere.
Yeah.
So I make it on another like editing app, and then I will share it to them.
Yeah.
The same video on Instagram Reels, I have done it. Got like 28,000 views. TikTok, it probably got like 1,500.
See,
how weird.
I was doing that, but I've noticed it go back and forth.
Yeah.
So I can notice like some will do really well on TikTok, some will do better on Instagram
definitely.
Reels. But it's TikTok. I feel like TikTok is starting to die back out because I have almost 26,000 followers on TikTok now, and it's like a lot of my content that I'll post now. It's like before I used to get a consistent like 10,000 views a video, but now it's like I'm lucky if I even get to 10,000.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I hit 5,000 views now.
No, I totally agree. I don't even know that it's dying out. I think it's not organic. Every single app. Facebook. When Facebook launched, it was organic reach. It was insane. That's how every social media is. Instagram, same thing. Pinterest. Now people are paying for it. Now they have huge influencers they work with. Those people are getting seen. That content is getting seen. As soon as they start monetizing it, organic reach is down. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what it is. They've like, wow, look what we've done. Let's start making people pay for it.
But the 1,000 views I get, most of them are my followers.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of them are like just people
that's good.
Yeah, but it's almost like my content isn't being pushed out to my followers anymore. So I don't understand. Which is
weird because I feel like Instagram is the total opposite.
It's the complete opposite.
They're not giving it to anybody that doesn't search for you specifically. Exactly. They're not going to see it.
It's like you can get it with hashtags every once in a while. You can have a post of like blow up just because one of the hashtags hit. Yeah. Or you can have with Instagram Reels now. But other than that, if you just post regular, especially if you don't use any hashtags, if you just post a photo, it's like you're not. Oh yeah,
that social media assistant, she does that too. She used to go and add hashtags to all of our photos. I'm not doing that. No,
I just have a list.
But it needs to be there.
I'll rotate through based on what the content is.
They're saying that that's not working anymore.
Really?
They're saying that you have to go in there. They're saying it does. What does it do? I don't know. All of those like Instagram releases all of their like updates all the time. But they're saying that if your hashtags are not like 100% relevant to your photo, they're going to like bump it down. It will get seen less.
Interesting.
So people were doing it like overly, like let's just talk like Kylie Jenner. Like they'll post a picture of like, I don't know, an outfit and they'll hashtag Kylie Jenner. It has nothing to do with Kylie Jenner. Your post is going to get bumped down.
I've seen some just way out there or like people just like,
oh yeah,
insane.
The more you use, if you use more than the like 30 or whatever, you're bumped down.
Yeah.
So they're watching everything.
It's crazy. The algorithm's just insane.
It is, and it changes like every day. That's why college will never be able to keep up with it. Oh no,
they can't. Especially with how fast like we're talking about platforms coming out, you can't keep up with that. So have you guys done any paid advertising on social media?
Oh yeah.
Done a lot?
No, dude, that's the only way to get seen now on Instagram. Pinterest is really good for paid advertising to us. Okay. It translates to our website and to customers really well. Instagram is really good. We usually get some really great Shoes are the biggest thing.
Really?
I could literally like post an ad, the same customer base, the same time, same amount of money that I spend on it, and it could be literally like me holding a shoe. Snapped it on my iPhone. I will literally sell out. But then I like the photo of maybe an outfit or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't even do as good. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. But yeah, Instagram ads are really good for us. Pinterest ads are really good for us. I wish that you could boost and like promote Reels. They'd go insane.
Yeah.
Eventually you will. You can't now.
Because TikTok, you can boost it now.
Yes. And then they're like creepy about that.
I haven't looked into TikTok paid ads yet.
I mean, like I looked into it a little bit, and it was right around when they got in trouble about like, I don't know, spying on way too much privacy stuff.
Whatever they were to get about.
Yeah, whatever they were doing. I don't really know. I'm not going to speculate or anything. But it was right about that time. And then I heard a ton of like backlash from it that people were saying that TikTok didn't want that or something. So they were bumping down. Like you'd pay for an ad and that ad would do good. All the rest of your content would do bad. They like targeted you almost.
Interesting.
As a business. And unless you paid for it, the rest of your stuff wasn't good.
I've heard the same thing about Instagram.
I feel like I have too almost.
I've heard that once you start paying for ads, then they start giving you less engagement on the other posts because they want you to be like, okay, I need to start paying for more ads.
Which is craziness.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're just cheap. They're just like, I mean, they're just trying to get as much money out of it.
I mean, they are.
I mean, it is a business.
It's a business.
But
I know we all like you should never complain about it because most of it's free. I mean, literally, it is free. People have told me that or like talked about it or complained, and I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. It's free.
That's what most like. I'm like, that's why I don't understand why a lot of businesses will not get on social media. So I'm like, it's free.
Yeah.
It's like,
and even if you pay for an ad, I mean, literally, when we do an ad, I mean, I can reach. They're not even that expensive now. What is it?
Reach like $2,000 for $5 or something.
Dude, I can reach like 90,000 for like, I don't know, $100.
Yeah.
90,000 people for $100.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not just random people. It's what you
can target them. Yeah.
And especially if you go through Facebook, the amount of like
specifications
you can do and like demographics you can target is insane. The amount of knowledge that Facebook knows about you is crazy.
It is. It just got worse too.
Oh yeah.
They just released that whole new privacy policy update and it's insane.
Yeah.
I watched a couple videos on it and I'm just like,
it's crazy.
Well, don't have your phone anywhere you don't want them to see or hear anything that you're doing because they will.
But like from a marketing perspective, I mean,
I totally get it. I get it. But it's crazy
It is crazy.
Did you watch that Social Dilemma?
Yes.
I did not because I was afraid to watch it because I already know and I'm like, I'm going to be afraid. I work. I mean, just what you do. We work on social media. Social media is our job. And I'm so afraid that I'm going to like want to quit my entire life.
I that's one thing that I've actually like, I've read a lot of books about social media and like before that was even, that documentary was even like announced. Just because I'm super interested in that topic.
Yeah.
And not just like coming from the business perspective of like what they're doing to manipulate us, but also like just from us, like what it's doing to our brains. And I read a book that was like
what it is doing to our mental health for sure.
Oh my gosh. But like I read a book that's like what the internet is doing to our brains and it talks about like how addicted we get to it. And I think one of the case studies they did was at a university. They had students with their phones take a test, and they had some students have their phone on their desk but face down and off, and then they had.
This sounds like it's gonna be interesting study right here.
Yeah, and then they had some students take the test with their phone off but in their pocket, and they had another group of students take the test with their phone in a different room, and it was like even though all their phones were off and like nobody was even able to use them or anything, they weren't getting any notifications or anything. This test scores were like definitively like you could see that the test scores were higher for the people that had their phone in a different room just because they were able to concentrate more
and not like I mean even if you see it you need to check that.
That's like it's like after reading that's also like completely changed how I work because I'll put my phone in a completely different room if I'm actually
trying to want that book or whatever you read that had that in there. That sounds really good.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you after. But it's
that's crazy. I mean I read one time that it was saying that like the update, the like slide down was specifically designed like that to be addicting, like Powerball, like
oh my gosh, yeah,
pull down or something. Not is it a Powerball? Like a slot machine.
Yeah.
Like they literally want us to be addicted to it.
I mean,
they did good.
Well, like even they even go as far to see like because we learned about it in some of my courses, which I guess I've learned some in college, but
Hey,
they've even gone so far as to say, like, talk about how these social media platforms will study how many clicks a button will get based on the color of it, the shape of it, and all this other stuff.
1,000%.
So they can like truly dial in what just the best shape, even just like an oval compared to a rectangle or something like that. And it's crazy. Or even just like Google's done it with just shades of like green and red. Like what shade of color is
what is going to attract that part of our brain?
Yeah,
to want to click it or look at it longer or stay there. Like,
it's crazy. Yeah, you need to watch The Social Dilemma.
I'm afraid to. I'm literally gonna want to quit my life and just go rescue puppies somewhere.
It's definitely changed my view of how I use social media.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's my job, so I kind of still have to.
I feel like it is. I've read several books that I feel like even over this last year has 1,000% like changed how I use social media, and I like try and break from it more.
Yeah.
And not have it around as much because it's literally like you have to have it right there all the time. And
it is addicting. I mean, like I've done before I got into managing people's social media accounts where I had to have the app all the time. Mm-hmm. I would go on like week breaks or I'd delete the app for a week or so. But it's like, even when I delete the app, I'd go on my phone, like go and click where that used to be because I knew, because it was like I'm sitting there bored. I'm like, oh, I'll just get on Instagram, I'll open up, just click on it, just out of habit. And I'm like, oh, I don't have it anymore. So it's crazy how wired our brains are for it. But I mean, again,
your muscle memory was there.
Yeah,
that's bad.
It is bad. But
you're young. I mean, you're in that like what is that, like your generation, like X or something?
I don't know.
Whatever you are, I feel like you guys are really bad, and then the one right after you is even freaking worse.
It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse.
But that's like the same for like our mental health. These poor kids. Like I am so glad that social media was not huge when I was in high school. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I remember I went to kick a kickball one time in like gym class in like, I don't know, 6th grade or something. I think I missed and fell back on my back. That would have gone viral. I would have been the kickball girl or something. Yes. But no, I got to live through that day and no one saw it other than my like 14 people in my class.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I even had a smartphone until high school, and then I don't think I even got Instagram until my junior year of high school.
I don't remember.
But now it's like, I mean, like I've seen like 8-year-olds with iPhones.
Oh yeah. I was in Crackle Barrel the other day and literally saw like a 6-year-old girl, I think. I mean, she was small, on her phone, and her dad goes, "Stop, get off your phone while you're walking, honey." And I'm like, wait, why does that 6-year-old have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Like, and what is she doing?
It's funny because a lot of these kids have better phones than I have.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I refuse to let my kids have phones until they're like probably in high school.
I don't even think I will let them. Like, I read another article that came out around the same time that Social Dilemma did, because I think it was like part of an interview that they did for it.
Okay.
And it was by the people who created like the smartphone. Obviously, they can't associate with what company, but they were just saying, somebody was like, I think the interviewer was like, "So do your kids have smartphones?" And they were like, "No, because I want them to be creative or something. Like they have to get bored, otherwise they won't be creative."
Yeah.
Like, how do you think that we came up with a smartphone? We got bored.
Yeah.
And we created the idea.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting, which is funny because I mean that's like both of us, that's pretty much our jobs is running social media.
Is.
Like our lives, like my business runs through social media. So it's like
I have to be on it.
I have to be on it. And it's like I mean, it's kind of like the more people are addicted to it, the better it is from a marketing perspective. But also it's like I hate that because I'm
awful. Torn all the time. I want to be like, take a break, guys, like clean up your thing, but also at the same time I'm like, hey, you need to follow my business.
Yeah.
But then at the same time I'm also like, I think that all of the things are what you make of them.
They really are.
I think that social media is what you make of them. I think that these young kids do not have the brain capacity or the ability or the like whatever experience in life, maturity, to make the decisions to not follow these accounts that are going to hurt their mental health. So obviously my social medias are only things to make you positive. Yeah. I would never in a million years, like, we don't have negative anything. We don't have like, everything is equal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's ridiculous. If you have something that's making you feel bad the second you wake up in the morning or right before you go to bed or when you're feeling down throughout your day, you just lost.
Yeah.
You already lost today. You might as well go back to bed and start over. And these kids, I mean, it's affecting them even more. Like, I mean, you have lived life now. You are mature. You have some confidence. These kids aren't there yet.
Yeah.
They're very insecure. They're going through puberty and like they're screwed. They're just screwed.
Especially getting on social media and looking at Instagram models and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And it's also crazy that people can become models now just through Instagram.
Yeah, it is.
Instagram's just social media is just such a weird platform that so much good can come out of it, and then also so much bad can come out
Yeah,
of it.
they really
Like
did.
you can build an entire career around. I mean, I pretty much
1000%.
built a career around social media.
I mean,
So
I could have done my career differently. Like I could have built it with different marketing, maybe traditional or word of mouth. I could have done it all differently. But it probably would not. The salon would have done probably equally the same. This would not happen.
yeah, like so talking about like online sales.
Mhm.
I mean, you can reach people from all across the world now through social media.
I still will be talking to my friends and say something about like, man, the shipping to Hawaii is killing us right now or something like that. And they're like, you guys have orders from Hawaii? What do you mean I have orders from Hawaii? Yes, we have. Is there people that live in Hawaii? Yes. Do they have the internet? Yes.
I think online stores like that is the future for any business.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you can sell a product that you can sell online anywhere is huge.
Did you steal that from me? No, I'm just kidding. I totally kidding. But no, I mean, you're so 1000% true.
It's like, I mean, yeah, you were saying earlier that if you don't have a business, if you don't have a business, but if you were saying earlier, if business doesn't sell a product, like what are you doing?
If you're not selling a product online, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're not in business anymore.
Yeah. And it's just like, that's crazy. That's the world we're in right now.
It is.
But that's also one thing that's crazy about TikTok and like platforms like that. It's like you have one post go viral, you can sell out of all your product. I've seen super small businesses on TikTok and Instagram Reels post a video about their product, and then it quite literally even just completely changes their life.
Yeah.
Because it's like a business that was struggling before gets on TikTok and posts a video and it goes viral, and all these people come in and buy their product online and they sell out of it.
1000%.
And it's like, it's just insane because so many businesses.
And it was probably free.
Yeah. And it was literally free. It was free marketing.
Yep. I saw a boutique, never even heard of them before, but apparently they posted a video on TikTok. It went viral. She posted a video right afterwards, went around, and it was just like a small boutique. I mean, it was literally probably like the size of what we're sitting in right now. It changed her life.
Yeah.
She showed a video of her rack completely empty. It sold her out completely. Now, I don't know how much backstock she had or anything like that, but I'm sure it just changed her life. It changed her business.
I mean, if you own a business and you own a store, someone comes in and buys out your entire inventory in one day, I mean, yeah, that's going to be pretty life-changing because, I mean, it's a lot of sales. Yeah, I mean, plus more people are going to keep coming back for more.
Exactly.
And more people are going to wait till stuff comes in stock and buy more stock of stuff. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm like, you just need to get on social media.
Just start doing it. Start creating. I don't care. You will look stupid in the beginning. You will absolutely look stupid. I don't even like to scroll back. I literally don't. Like, no one let me scroll back. I don't want to see it. I hate the memories thing that pops up. I'm like, stop showing me what I posted 4 years ago today. Yeah. I don't want to see it. But at the same time, it's like nice to see how far you've come. Sometimes my like best friends or my sisters will like, maybe they shared something on their story or something or a long time ago, so it pops up as a memory for them, and then they'll send it to me and be like, look how far you've come. And I'm like, cringe. But at the same time, like, look how far we've come. Like, literally.
I mean, everyone has to start at some point. So
I started in my parents' attic.
Really?
In my parents' attic. I did every single job that there was for the business. I also think that's successful. Do not open a business unless you, specifically yourself, know how to do every single job that will need to be done. Because you will never be hurt or be able to be, taken advantage of or fail or anything if you know how to do the job yourself. You know how much it's worth. You know how much work goes into it. You know how to do it right. Yeah. Because otherwise you'll be taken advantage of.
Yeah. And then also if whoever's doing that job suddenly has to up and leave.
Exactly.
You can step in and be like, okay, 1000%. I can handle this so we can get somebody else in.
There is literally COVID is a great example. I have lived that philosophy my
Mhm.
entire time in business. There is not one thing that I could not step in and do. I did have a nightmare one time. We did send one of our girls to get trained to do microblading.
Okay.
It's like something you have to literally get licensed
Yeah.
in, whatever. I had a nightmare that apparently she wasn't there and a client like came in and I couldn't get a hold of her. I had to microblade her. Could I have done it?
This was your nightmare.
I don't know why that was my nightmare. But COVID was a good example anyways. Everybody has their jobs here at the boutique. But the person who makes the tags for the clothes,
Okay.
they have to be like specific. Every individual item has to be tagged for like inventory purposes, stuff like that. She abruptly got COVID or something, or just sick. I can't remember what it was, but she just couldn't come. But we had inventory that needed to go out. So I just came in. That was the only job in this place that I did not know how to do, was how to make the tags. But luckily I'm like technology savvy enough that I literally just brought it up and figured it out.
YouTube did.
But I didn't even, I literally just looked at it. I mean, nothing
Oh.
is too complicated. If you know how to use a freaking like anything, I mean, it's not too complicated, but that was the only time. And I could have had to wait.
Mhm.
Like I could have had to wait until she could at least like talk me through it or come back to work. But no, I mean, I figured it out. But if you're not very technology savvy, you might have been screwed right there.
Yeah.
So that's also a tip. Know how to do every single job. I mean, literally, like, even graphic design. I mean, I had to teach myself coding, literally everything, because otherwise these people will take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need stuff done. I'm not saying you have to know how to do it enough to open your own business in it or something, enough to charge for it, but you have to know how to do it enough that you can get by and you can talk to these people and you can answer the questions and you can not get screwed.
Yeah.
So I even did stuff with construction. I was here.
That's awesome.
I helped with stuff. These baseboards and shit, I think I literally, like, I don't even know what she called it, but I did stuff to them. I don't know what it was called. But I had to, like, go around and caulk all of the holes and the trim. I mean, I literally helped with a lot of, because, again, I mean, luckily my dad was the general contractor on it, but that's another thing. People will screw you. If you don't know what you're doing, people will screw you. But hey, YouTube, you can YouTube anything.
I mean, you can YouTube anything.
So
it goes back to college and YouTube and Google. So what are your future plans with the boutique and with the salon?
So the salon currently is just build it there so it can feed off of the boutique, because we've got so much more foot traffic in here. And then being able to, I feel like even with that, like, it's going to get caught on social media more. But really just like being here and there's more people, you can just like, the experience is going to be on social media. More people are going to see it. I feel like moving it down to the same building as boutique, we're also going to be able to like do more videos, stuff like that. So I think that it was definitely going to grow the salon. But it's a brick and mortar to its core. So it's that. Eventually a product would be nice to be able to sell. Because you got to have a product to be successful in life right now. And then for the boutique is definitely just keep growing social media and keep growing the website. I'm not a chain person. I said that. I don't want to have a bunch of chains. It's just, you'll lose the integrity of your business, I feel like. It's the authenticity maybe is a good one too. Like, I just want to, we have this great store. Come see us if you can. If not, join us on social media. You get the same experience almost. Shop online. You still can get the products right to your freaking house. Free shipping sometimes. I mean, it's crazy. So just grow the social media. And the website is the plans for this.
Okay. And one more. What is, if somebody were coming to you and say, like, ask for tips for starting a business or want to be an entrepreneur?
I forgot we did that.
So what would be like your biggest tip for somebody who wants to start a business or wants to be an entrepreneur? What would you tell them?
My biggest thing will be do the research first. And be prepared to make the commitment. Be prepared to make the decision. And once you do it, you have to be 100% committed to your business succeeding no matter what it takes. So do not take that decision lightly. Do not just, I'm going to open a business in this, or I'm going to open whatever you're going to do. Maybe it's a clothing. I'm going to open it online. Don't just do it on a whim. Never do it on a whim. You have to be 100% committed to your decision and be in that mindset. So do the research to actually see what it's going to take to succeed. And if you don't think that you can commit to that, don't do it, because I don't know if you caught it, but I mean, I worked for 5 years at both of my businesses without taking a paycheck.
Yeah.
Because that is what it was going to take. I put everything, all the money back into growing my business. I put all of my time, all of my energy, all of it into growing my business. And if I wouldn't have, are you kidding me? If I would have taken a paycheck in the beginning, I wouldn't have been able to afford to maybe buy the inventory I needed for the next time.
Yeah.
Because you're growing in the beginning. So be prepared.
Yeah. And I mean, you can also only do that if you love what you're doing.
1,000. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Because if you do something that you hate for 5 years and don't take a paycheck from it, then you're going to be miserable.
You're going to hate your life probably, but
Yeah.
I don't care at all. I forget to take paychecks all the time. Now that I do get paid, I forget them all the time, because I have enough money to pay my bills, and that's all I care about. I mean, I literally, I just don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I go to work and feel like I'm hanging out. I'm just hanging out. I mean, I tell people that all the time. I almost should just be like, when someone's like, what do you do for work? I just hang out, really. I honestly just hang out and talk to people.
Yeah.
I do a little bit of work in between there. I'm just kidding. But I should really say that, because I love it. I mean, I love styling clothes. I love talking to people. I love social media, being able to connect with people, spread some positivity, spread some good vibes and energy. I like making people feel pretty. That translates into the salon. I like building community. I love it. I honestly do. Somebody did ask me the other day. They said, I think I asked them first. Whatever. They have to ask you your response, because that's just polite. But I was like, if you could change it, they were in a totally different field. Totally different. They were in like medical field. And I was like, if you could change anything about your job or your like career field, what would you change? And they like said some stuff. And then they asked me, and I was like, man, I should have known that was coming, because I asked you the question. But like, honestly, I would not change anything. Yeah. Because if I would have just changed it. Like, if there was something I honestly would have wanted to change, I would have just changed it. Yeah. But I love everything. I created it this way. I love it. I literally love it. I live by it. Literally create the life you want to live. Create the freaky, did you hear that? Did they hear it? Create the life that you want to live. Like, create the reality you want to live in. I mean, I took it back. We started online. Is this going too long?
No, you're fine.
We started online because I wanted to travel. I didn't want to live here very long. Like, I opened the salon. I committed to the 5 years with that. And then after that, I wanted to be able to leave. I wanted to be able to travel, whatever. So I opened this online thinking that was going to be what the plan was. Obviously, it grew from something. Where was I going with this? What was the question?
Well, the question was, what's your one tip? But we were talking about doing. We got into.
Okay, no, wait. I remember. Shit, I forgot. No, I'm just kidding. It was to create your own reality. I started online mainly because I knew that like the style and stuff I had for clothes was nothing that people wore around here. I mean, it was literally before even WU was like as big as it is now with trends. So I just was like, I traveled other places and wore this stuff because I had experienced all these different like trends and cultures and styles of people and levels of living, all of this stuff. Coming back here and opening the salon, I was like, the boutique can only be online because people around here aren't going to wear that stuff. I took that decision and I punched it in the face because I was like, you know what? If I want to wear this stuff around here, I just need to do it. It will catch on. Yeah. And it did. I literally it's out there. I literally can go anywhere and I see these girls in Britton and Brooks. I went to dinner the other night. The girl was sitting right behind me in the booth. Had the exact same shirt on as me.
That's awesome.
And I walked in, not now the whole like, you know, when you were in high school a long time ago, if somebody had the same outfit as you or something, you're like mortified. Yeah. No, I make a moment of it. I make a huge scene. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have the same thing on as me, or let's take a picture. We're twin. Like, no, it is literally That's awesome. It's a thing. I want to get on social media. I want to scroll and see at least 5 people with Britton and Brooks on. Yeah. I want to go anywhere, see tons of people with Britton and Brooks on. That is just, you do it.
Is that what you're seeing? Do you see
1,000%.
Like, on social media and stuff too?
Well, yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Even people that don't tag us, like, it's out there. They see it. It's awesome. So yeah, I had to get over that because that's why I started online. Otherwise, I probably would have started a brick and mortar. But I was just like, no one's going to wear that stuff around here. No one's trendy. No one does it. But I was living here. I was wearing that stuff. Mainstream it.
Yeah.
And now it is.
That's awesome.
Now there's trends. Now people wear this stuff. Now there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. That's great.
Sorry.
Well,
had to forget there for a second where the hell I was going mid-conversation.
Well, thank you guys for listening to this episode. If you guys found this helpful or learned something today, or you know somebody that would benefit from listening to this or watching to this. If you know anybody that would benefit,
that's going to be a new term in 2022.
It really will be. If you know anybody that will benefit from watching this, then please share with them, share on social media, share with other people, and tag us. We will link Britt Brooks and Brandy and all of her social medias in the description.
I know there's like a million of them now. List them all there. No, just kidding.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening. We'll see you guys next time with the next episode of West Virginia Insider.
Bye.